Hello everyone, this is Gaith again, and this time I decided to be on the screen to show you the drone that I got in my hand, the Mavic Mini drone, DJI drone, as well as the controller. And after some explanation on how to set up a new Xcode project for developing a new iOS DJI application, I will show you the actual connection or the video FPV widget on my physical device screen. So let's get started and by creating a new Xcode project. So go to the Xcode, open the Xcode and create a new project as I'm doing here. So first, before we start, I have to say that I know that I have done the same work before, but this time I will be speaking more details and going step by step on how to start on or how you can see the logic behind the code that we have written before. So okay, let's create the project. I will say, for example, Mavic Mini app. Since I got the Mavic Mini in my hand, press next and then create. Let's Control B, build the project to see if everything is going good. And also I will be using the physical device. So okay, I will try to install the app as it is for the time being. Okay, so here I have to choose the iOS version for the physical device that I got. I will choose iOS starting by iOS version 14. Okay, just let me show you, still showing you my face here. Okay, run. Okay, build succeeded, and the okay, so I have to trust the app. If you see it pops up something here, I will go to if you see the same message, you have to go to the settings on your iPhone and then go to the general and choose, I think, uh, VPN and device management, and here you can see the not trusted app development something, your account, and then trust the I hope you can see, trust the app development. Okay, so you maybe you don't need to do that, but for the luck I just got this message. Okay, let's try to build again, and the app should now pops a white screen on your iPhone, on your mobile. Okay, next I will close this for some moment and then go to the path of my new project, and then if you see here, we got just Mavic Mini app and the Xcode project files, and then here I will type put in it because we have to install the DJI related SDK library. Okay, after you type put in it, open the pod file, and here you have to type this for not to making sure not to type it type something by mistake or missing some letters. I will just copy paste this. It's put DJI capital letter dash UX SDK dash iOS beta. Please make sure to type this correctly and then Ctrl S, save it, and pod install. Okay. Okay, So if you see here, we got the DJI widget and also UX SDK map, flight, something, yeah, for the all installed in one package, in just one line of code, or just one line, yes, in the inside inside your pod file. Okay, now let's open the project again. You have to open this, exactly this, not this one. You should open exactly this workspace, and then okay, just to make sure everything is the pod installation went correctly, just build again your project, and you should see, you have to see, or you would be able to see that the build also is succeeded. Okay, so it says build succeeded, and then I will be creating a new file here. New file, choose Swift file, and let's say, for example, product communication manager. Make sure to choose this targets here, and then press create. Now here we will be using the DJI SDK, so we will be importing the DJI SDK and defining a new class. Sorry, it should be the same as this if you want, of course, just to make sure that everything is clear. Okay, and then we will be using the NS object type, and also we will be taking the DJI SDK manager delegate. Now if you want to use a bridge, you have to type making the state. If you want to use a bridge, for example, now we will not be using the bridge. The bridge is when you want to use your simulator to connect to the drone that you got. But now we will be using the physical device, so we will not need to worry about this. Just make use bridge false, and the debug IP is also something null or no string, and then we will be defining some functions. First, if you see there is an error pops up here, if you press on this, it says, do you want to add protocol steps? Okay, if you say fix, because we are inheriting this class, the DJI SDK manager delegate, or we are saying for the product communication manager that you need to listen, or you need to follow the DJI SDK manager delegate, and then it orders the class to follow these two functions. The app registered with error, that it gives back an error if the registration doesn't went well, and of course not if there is no error, so the registration was successfully done. And also it shows this function did update database download progress. If you want to see this or the progress behind this, it's just the database that the SDK is using. I'm not sure exactly what is it, but if you want to see this in action, you just type this here. Sorry, you print. You can see using this print here. It says download database progress.completed unit. It shows you the completed units count. This will be done just only one time, but just I will showing you what does this mean. So you don't care a lot about this function. Just put it here as well as this. I prefer putting them below the variables. Okay, so now inside the app registered with error, we will be typing some logic here we will say if use a bridge, if we are using a bridge, then if there is an error, if error is not equal to nil, then we print some statement that says, for example, print error registering app, and also typing the what kind of error is it. And I prefer using this red X mark just to make sure that this is an error when you are seeing the log of the project. Okay, else if there is no an if you want to connect not using the bridge, just to a normal physical device, then you will say DJI, sorry, if error is not equal to nil, we will be printing the same message. Okay, now if you are connecting using the bridge, then you better say, if there is no an error, if there is no error, then it's better say DJI SDK manager dot enable a bridge mode using the debug ID that we are using, and then you can type this message here, print connecting to product using debug ID address, using this address. Okay, now don't care about this, just I will be showing you the logic here, or the important logic here. So else, now after we get the project registration succeeded, we print that because there is no error, so the registration is succeeded, and then we get on our log file that the registration is succeeded. Next, we will define let result DJI SDK manager dot start connection to product. The word product here means start connecting to the DJI drone that you got, the product, yes. And then the result of this would be Boolean value if the connection, it says yes if the connection is started successfully, and false if not. So if result, which means if result is true, then print, I will say print something, for example, print connecting to product started successfully, as here. Else, okay, print connecting to product failed to start. And here of course you can put this X mark, and here X mark, just if you want, of course, just to make sure that everything is understood when you see the log file. Now we need another function that is called function that you can define, which is called register with the product. You can type here whatever you want, the name I mean, but yeah, you can just type register product, or yeah, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. So here, because we will be calling this function from outside this class, okay, when we create a new instance, I will be accessing the port file and try to access the DJI SDK app key inside the info here. Now we don't have anything yet, but we will be showing you the logic behind this in a few seconds. Now let's type let path its bundle dot main dot path, not this one, for resource of type info, and of resource info and of type list. So what does this mean? We are returning, or we are trying to get the path of the info file here, which is info.list. Okay, now let's say let dictionary and then creating or taking an instance from the NS dictionary, and we will say contents of file of this URL. Which URL? The path that we got here. And then we don't need this error. And then we need to typecast this to make sure that we get dictionary of type string and any object. Okay, then here we will be saying that we will need to access the app key of this type of dictionary. We will be asking for the DJI SDK app key. Please type it exactly the same as here, DJI SDK app, until here is capital, and then small pp, and then k is capital and ey is small, as string. Okay. Sorry, I took this in mistake. This should be contents of file as this. Yes, contents of file for this path, and then here we accessed. We can access the app key inside the info.list. Now we don't have any app key. We will be typing this in a few seconds also. App key equal to something. Okay. So this is say we need to access the DJI SDK app key inside the info.list. If you cannot access this, then else. If you cannot access this, then else print this message. For example, if you don't find the appropriate app key, or if you don't find any DJI SDK app key inside the info.list, then print this and stop the logic of the function, so just return nothing. Now after, if we get succeeded, then we will not be doing this. We will just be passing this guard, and then we will be saying, okay, DJI SDK manager dot register app with self. So now use the DJI SDK manager to register your app, because you got the you got already your DJI app key, developer app key, that we will be creating in a few seconds. Okay. Now you can type, for example, this print statement. I'll just copy paste this. Registering product with ID app key. This app key is correct. Okay. Let's build to see if there is. Okay, I think there is no errors. Now if you run the project as is it, nothing will happen. What we have to do, we have to go to the app delegate, and then here you have to create a new var or a new instance var from the product communication manager class. Let's say, for example, product com manager, and then product communication manager, and inside did finish launching with options, you have to say product communication manager dot register with the product. Okay, so whenever the application, the iOS application will launch, will pop up, this function here will be triggered, and then since we have an instance from the product communication manager, so we can call this function. Where is this function? It's the function that you can see here, this one, where we say we access the info.list and we see if we got the DJI app key. Now let's run and see what will happen. Okay, build succeeded. Now, as you can see here, we got printing this line of code. Since it went to the info.list, and there is nothing called DJI SDK app key inside here, so we got this logical error printing out that please add DJI app key in your info.list after registering as a developer. So I already have registered as a developer on this, on this developer.dgi.com. If you don't have a developer account, go ahead and create a new one. After you creating a new developer account, you will see this screen, the same one, and you can create a new app. You choose mobile SDK. There is another type of SDK, but this time we are developing a new mobile, or we are using the mobile SDK, so we choose this, and then app name, for example, let's say Mavic, the same app name that we got, Mavic Mini app, right? Then software platform we are using, since we are developing an iOS application, choose iOS. Then you must enter the bundle identifier, the same as this one here. You get it from, you go here and then press on the general, and then you get this, copy paste it. Here for this, just try, I don't know, say testing, anything, just create. Now it says, please activate your app via email. You go to your Gmail account and then here refresh, and then you should see that DJI has sent it to you a new new app key. So this is your app information, and this is the app key that you need to copy and then paste it here inside your info .list under DJI SDK app key, and make sure that this is the same as this one here, because I mean the capital and the small, just make sure to everything capital is capital and everything small is small, or anything small is small, and then also, because we are getting this app key, we need to compare it with this one, the same exact one, so that we make sure that like registration with this exact app key is going correctly. So now, after you save, run again and see what will happen. Okay, we are waiting for the run. Okay, now, we got an error. Okay, what kind of error is it? If you see here, sorry for this. If you see here, it says this app has crashed because it attempted to access privacy-sensitive data without a usage description. The app's info.list must contain an NS Bluetooth always description. So this is assures that the DJI SDK is using the Bluetooth, and exactly this privacy, or this how to say, this kind of Bluetooth access privacy settings. So you need to add this to your info.list. Okay, so if you type here privacy, you will see, where is it? Bluetooth always usage description, right? It should be the same as this one. If you try, where is it? Always, yeah, it's the same. Yeah, NS Bluetooth always usage description. Okay, here you have to write a logical message, just for the time being. Try maybe needed, uh, sorry, maybe just needed to the drone app, maybe, yeah, just like this, and then try to run again. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so just white screen on my physical device, and then it says registering product with ID, with this ID, and also, okay, yeah, with this ID, the ID that we got here, and also where is it? Also here, right? And then if you see, we start getting this download database here. We have this number of databases, so it started until it downloaded everything, almost everything in here. So this is just happening first time. Okay, and then it says registered succeeded and connecting to product started successfully. So we got the verification, or the DJI SDK app key verification went correctly, right? Next step, now I will be showing you the yeah, I think I need to show you the how to make the FPV widget installed on your view controller. So go to your view controller and then import the DJI UX SDK beta version, or import the, yeah, don't worry about if it's beta or not, just the DJI UX SDK beta, and then inside your view.load, type this FPV widget, and then DX beta FPV widget, and here FPV widget dot for this, yeah, FPV widget dot install on self on this view controller. Now if you run again, you have to see this message from the, I hope you can see this message from the drone. It says Mavic Mini app would like to use Bluetooth. Okay, say yeah, okay, and then you should see some black screen, something like this. Okay, what does this mean? This means that we are trying to see the drone camera FPV widget on our iPhone, but unfortunately nothing is shown here. What we will do, Actually, there is some protocols you have to type inside your info.plist in order to get this to work. Let's try with these. Uh, let's try to type these external accessory protocols. So here, type. Sorry. Here, supported. Type just S capital U supported external accessory protocols, and then for the first one, let's say com.dj. Also, you need to make sure that this is without typo. com.dji.video, enter. You can try to run if you want after each protocol, see if the video will pop up or not. But after all, you need the 4 protocols that I will type for you. See, sorry, I forgot something important, which is connecting the remote controller and the drone. So here the Mavic Mini drone with with 1 and 2 press on this button here, little button here, you get the drone on, and then this is for the remote controller as well, the same way. I think you already know how to do this, just in case. So after we connect, as you can see, nothing shows on the screen. I will run again. See, nothing on the screen. Okay. Okay. Anyway, if you see the log, there is no explanation on this, so you need to again add these protocols. Com the DJI.protocol, and then let's try to run again to see if there is any changes. See, nothing, just black screen. Okay, I will try to add one more protocol to this, and let's say com.dji.common protocol. Run again, and let's see if this works. If you see the log, we started to get some H2. If you see here, H264 something size. This is the drone. This is the drone camera started to get an image, or our screen, our mobile application started to connecting to the drone and getting the Mavic Mini camera image. So as you can see here, this is the camera image. Sorry, I will try to show you. See, this is me. Okay, so but unfortunately, if you see the screen on my phone, you notice that it's a small with the small constraints. To solve this, there is many ways, but one way I found is that if you go to this class, open it, This class was written, of course, by it's a DUX beta FPV widget. This was written by DJI developers, and it's a closed one. But you can change it. But whenever you uh, come back and open the project again, or you reinstall the libraries again, you will get all of these the same. So you cannot change inside the class. But here, if you say something, let's try to find it. Resize, yeah, this one. Inside the private function setup UI, you find the FPV. Sorry, I made a mistake explaining about this, but we need to change not this one here. We need to change the one over here. This one inside the view.load. It says view.translate auto resizing mask into constraints equal false. Just set this to true and then run again. You see, it takes some time to run and also for the video to be loaded on the screen. So just make sure to wait, then not rush to see the result immediately. Just wait for a few seconds, or maybe, yeah, maybe half of minutes, or just 1-2 minutes, and then you will see this video on the screen. But as I said, this is would be removed again, so we have to make sure that this is always setting to true. So to do this, go to the view controller and then close this. No need to touch with this. And since we created a new class from this DUX beta FPV widget, so now we can access its view and say translate auto resizing mask into constraints and say set this to true. Run again and you supposed to see the same result again showing here. Let's see. As I said, it takes some time. Okay, something is printing out. Okay, this is our beautiful drone FPV widget, and it says Mavic Mini Camera. For you, it might be different camera. See, this is where I am. Yes, so I hope it makes sense for you, and I hope you can show me what a drawing have you gotten already in your hand, and then make me more exciting to publish or to record more lectures on these topics. Okay, thank you for watching. See you soon in the next lectures. Bye bye.